So that is our plans, the beginning of our plans. We're going to add our site plan in here, and we'll have a look at the scale and the crop region of that view. In the meantime, let's go over here and open up our elevations sheet, and let's drag on some elevations. So we're going to drag these on. Remember, the size of the viewport you're seeing is the crop region, and the view is the size it is because of its scale. Okay, so it's based on the scale. Put that one over there. And of course, the view will reflect exactly what is in the view itself. Okay, so again, we can click on here and grab these guys. I'm hitting escape in between them. Clicking here, grab and drag, escape, press and drag. Click here, drag this, escape, press and drag. Click here, drag, escape, click, drag. Okay, so these are the size they are on the sheet because of the scale of this view. Okay, I can leave this right here. Okay, and if I open up the west elevation, what was that? That would be maybe that was a north elevation. Okay, and I changed the scale of this view from 1/8 of an inch, which is about 1 to 100, and I changed it to go to something like 1/16. No, let's go the other way. Let's go 1/4 inch. Okay, makes 1/4 inch equals 1 foot is a different scale, is about 1 to 50, and it changes the size of the annotations, etc. Okay, and it also changes the size of it over here on the sheet because it's now at a different scale. You know, you might only get 2 views on here at once. So you might say, okay, well, delete this guy, put this guy here, and then take this guy, move it over. Now to change the scale of this, I can just pick it right here and change the scale. Say 1/4 inch. There's the scale, and I'm using my arrow keys to nudge that down. Okay, and this is always the challenge. Shift arrow key is a big nudge. Is, you know, trying to get that to fit on my sheet. Will it fit? Ooh, you see, you have to get in and tighten it up a little bit. Grab this guy, pull it up here, maybe put it over here to the side or something. Okay, grab this one, put it over there. Okay, now what we want to do, in fact, in this case is we want to go into this viewport and make some changes. Now we can open up the view and tile that with the sheet, but what we can also do here is you pick on this view, you can go up and say activate the view, or you can right click and say activate the view, and then you're inside the viewport of that view. So then you can take this and you can actually, you know, pull this up a little bit, and then you can zoom in and you can, you know, do work on this actual view from the sheet view. So it's like you're in paper space and you're working in the viewport. When you're done, the only way to get out is right click and deactivate the view. Revit's just reminding me to do a save here. So I'll come back out. Now everything isn't grayed out again. Similarly here, click on here, activate the view, pick on here, zoom in, pull this up above my sheet line. Okay, I can tweak it. Other things I can decide, well, you know what, I'm going to go in here. And of course, back in the view itself, over here, it's all taking place in real time, right? Click out, it's one and the same. And then I right click and say deactivate the view, and there's my view. So maybe I'll have, you know, 2 different elevation sheets instead. Okay, this one's called elevations. We're going to call it elevation north and south. So watch, we go over here, click on here, elevations, or go to the front and say north and south elevations, click out, click out. Okay, now we'll need a new sheet, so that's not a problem. Okay, click out. You can only place the view on one sheet. You can't place the view on more than one sheet. If you want to do that, you have to right click on here and either duplicate or duplicate with detailing, rename it, and put that on a sheet. So you can only put the view on one sheet at a time. If you want to put it on a different sheet, delete it from the original or duplicate. That goes for all views. Okay, so now what do we have? We have this. Now we need to rename sections. Okay, I'm going to rename that and call it 104. Okay, now I'm going to right click and say new sheet and use the same title block. Again, you could load a new one and right click and rename that one just off screen 103, and we'll call this east and west elevations and hit OK. And now we go east and west. So we grab the east and we'll change the scale in here instead. East and west. Put them down there. Escape, escape. Now I can open up the east and change the scale here. Okay. And then go back to my sheet. Or I can click on here and I can activate the view, and from inside of there I can change the scale from here and then deactivate the view. Or I can just pick on here and change the scale. Certain properties you can just pick on it right here, change the property. So press and drag that over to there. Off we go nudging. Take this guy, bring it down a little bit. Okay, so we see our level lines are kind of causing a bit of a problem. So we'll fix that up. Click on here. Drag, escape, move that over. Now we can take this guy and we can move it right over there, because I'm going to do something here. Watch. Right click or deactivate the view. I'm going to pick on here and change this to be 2D. Good. Because I don't want it to go on the other side. Click out, deactivate the view. Now I've got room to nudge that over with my arrow keys. Okay. Pick on this guy, activate the view, zoom in, pick on here. This one, I think I can go 3D on this one, because that shouldn't affect the other side. And right click, deactivate the view. Yeah, there we go. So a bit of fine tuning. Click on here again, activate the view. Maybe I don't want to see this in there. I can click on it and go in here and say hide the element. Hide the category hides all of them. Hide the element just only hides that one object. Right click, deactivate the view. Click on here, activate the view. Click. That one section line, hide the element. Right click, deactivate the view. That would also update the views over here. So there again, it's parametric. It's one in the same. As you make all your changes, they happen everywhere real time. Not sure what this line is in here. Oh, that's that wall, that little gable piece beyond. Okay, we'll get that when we put our returns on there. So let's go back and have a quick look. So far, cover sheet, nothing on there. Plans, we need to put our site plan. North and west elevations on there. Again, you can go in here, activate the view, take these guys, hide them, deactivate the view, clean that up a little bit. Okay, you have room for some details and notes, whatever you want to do inside of there. East and west, looks good. All of our names and everything are on there. And our sections, we haven't populated anything in there yet.